For the sixth time, the Hurricanes will don the blue and green for Whalers Night, celebrating the history of the first installment of the franchise in Hartford, Connecticut. WRAL sports reporter Luis Fernandez shows us how embracing the past has worked wonders for the Canes.
In the halls of the Lenovo Center, you'll find a wall full of photos, a chance to travel through time to the early days of the franchise.
And so I think it was fun that we got to keep the franchise records and we got to keep things in the hallway like the old Whalers photos, because that history helped kind of shape the start of our franchise.
That history Canes president Doug Worf alludes to is brought front and center during Whalers Night in Raleigh. Red and black morphs into green and blue. Pucky the Whale joins Stormy. Brass Bonanza rings through the halls.
I grew up playing NHL in 93 and 94 on Sega Genesis. You know, then I would play with Ron Francis and the Whalers. I loved hearing Brass Bonanza. Like, those were things that as a kid I grew up with, and I think there's a lot of people like me who remember that lore.
On the ice and in the eye, the team's store, you'll see plenty of Whalers merchandise.
This is a chance where we've been able to listen to fans and kind of meet their demands.
Like any sports franchise moving, there were, let's call them trepidations at first.
Yeah, I was here in the early years, so I heard some of the comments, but I think time heals some of those wounds.
Those Whaler fans are still passionate, as WRAL has documented over the years.
It's the Whale. It'll always be the Whale. They may wear red suits, but they bleed green. What can we do? You know, our team moved. What, can you stop loving them? No, you can't.
So consider this a tip of the hat, a clap of the stick to the beginning.
And what they didn't want is they didn't want their traditions to die. And that's the beauty of this, is that their traditions can live on and be seen.
Luis Fernandez, WRAL Sports, Raleigh.
The tradition will live on tomorrow night. They'll have a Whalers Night, so we'll get a chance to see them once again in green and blue.
It's a fan favorite. Thanks, Chris.
And thanks so much for joining us. Turn over to WRAL's News at 11.
And make sure to watch our morning news starting at 4:30.
Family when you're older, like how I met my daughter, how she was 6 when we met. Yeah. So I found one of your relatives.
What do you mean?
I mean, she's your family. Knew you when you were a baby. She's your grandmother. That makes sense. Yeah. Probably a lot, huh? But she seems really nice. You want to meet her? Yeah? All right.
Hi. Hi. I'm Amy. Why are you crying? I'm just so happy to see you. I have been wanting to see you for so long. See, I haven't seen you since you were a really little girl. With a big smile and when you loved to dance around.
Did I have a different name then?
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Simu Liu, NBC Tonight.
Does he have dirt on you?
Yes. I need someone I can trust. A friend.
Who else do you own? Chicago PD, new next Wednesday on NBC and Peacock.
911, where's your emergency?
She's somewhere in the city.
We need to work fast. I don't want to die.
I can help you, Gabrielle.
30.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, everyone. I'm Randy Trainer. Tonight, we have another life-changing jackpot. It's worth an estimated $249.2 million. So get your tickets ready. Here come tonight's winning numbers. Let's start things off this evening with the number 48. Right after that, America, we have the number 28. And congratulations to Mark Davis from Tennessee. He won $100,000 playing Powerball. All right, the rest of your winning numbers, 55, 60. And we'll round it out this evening with the number 62. And tonight's winning Powerball number, that is going to be 20. And your Power Play multiplier is 2. Let's take a look at tonight's winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you back here this Saturday night.
Weather changes are coming. The 6-hour window, we could see rain and the temperature drop coming next.
A missing 15-year-old girl, why her family believes she's in danger, and what delayed the Amber Alert for 2 hours.
Plans to improve Wake County schools. We explain the 4-pillar approach laid out tonight to help your students and how parents feel about it. Now at 11, after days of beautiful sunshine, rain is returning to the forecast. Here we have a look at the system coming our way. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ashley Rowe.
And I'm Gerald Owens in the WRAL Severe Weather Center with meteorologist Mike Mays. Mike, walk us through the timing of what we're going to see.
Well, we're talking about anywhere from 3 o'clock in the western part of the viewing area to 9 o'clock exiting the eastern part of the viewing area. Showers will be likely, perhaps a few thunderstorms as well. Gusty winds throughout the day tomorrow, more likely with the front later in the evening. And then once the front passes, we do cool down. That's where the front is right now, accessing moisture from the Gulf. It'll start to develop more showers and some storms tonight. And there was an isolated severe thunderstorm across parts of the Ohio Valley tonight. There's futurecast in the morning. I think we're going to see quite a bit more sunshine than what the model shows. It's showing quite a bit of cloud cover. By lunchtime, we should be dry with a temperature around 70, and then 3, 4, 5 o'clock, here comes the line of showers, perhaps some storms. The live dual Doppler 5000 radar should be active during this time period. 6 o'clock, the height of the event here in the triangle and most of the viewing area. 7 o'clock as well, and then by 8 and 9 o'clock, it's along the I-95 corridor that the showers and storms will move. And by 11 o'clock, it's all out of here, bringing cooler and less humid air for Friday. Now, coming up in less than 15 minutes, we'll talk about the cooling for Friday and have a closer look at town-by-town futurecast.
All right, Mike, thank you. Tonight, the search continues for a 15-year-old girl last seen getting into an unknown car. That was yesterday around 6 a.m. Now, Azalea Striffler's family believes she is in danger. WRAL's Willie Danley is following developments tonight, joining us now live from the Harnett County Sheriff's Office. Willie, this Amber Alert remains active tonight.
Yes, it does, Ashley. Azalea Striffler was last seen nearly 48 hours ago. The Harnett County Sheriff's Office is the agency that's leading this investigation. They've searched the area that she was last seen in with dogs. They've interviewed her friends and acquaintances. Her family is very concerned and they want her to come home. Have you seen this 15-year-old? This is Azalea Striffler. According to her mother, Striffler was last seen getting into a car outside her home on Story Acres Road in Spring Lake at 6:15 on Tuesday morning. According to police radio traffic, this is not the first time Striffler has been missing.
Juvenile has a history of running away. Last time that it was found, she was found on the side of the road several miles away walking. Caller advised that approximately 1.5 hours ago, Juvenile advised her mother she was going to go get her water bottle out of the vehicle and never came back in. Unknown clothing description.
Azalea's parents say she is 5'4", 110 pounds, blonde with blue eyes. Her family believes she is in imminent danger. Although Striffler was last seen on Tuesday morning, this Amber Alert describing her wasn't sent out until around 1 p.m. on Wednesday. Marissa Moyer with the Carolina Center of Missing Persons tells us the center recently switched to a new system, and that delay was caused by a programming issue.
What we wanted to do was try to accomplish 3 separate processes with one process, and it just didn't work for us with the programming error.
Right now, there is no word on who may have picked Striffler up outside of her home and what that car may have looked like. The search for the 15-year-old continues.
WRAL has reached out to the Harnett County Sheriff's Office, and as of now, there is no update on the search for Azalea Striffler. We are going to stay on top of this story. Keep an eye both online and on air for the latest information. Willie Danley, WRAL News, live in Harnett County.
The search for a missing retired Green Beret led law enforcement to his home today. Deputies, dogs, and drones searched this property in Cumberland County that Clint Bunnell shares with his wife. Yesterday, officers pulled a body from this pond on Gainey Road, 1 mile from Bunnell's home and where he was last seen. That scene was also active today. Law enforcement won't confirm whether the body is Bunnell, who disappeared January 27th. Again, he was last seen at his home, but he didn't show up for class at Methodist University. That's where he was studying to become a physician's assistant.
Police are investigating a deadly shooting that happened outside a busy Fayetteville restaurant tonight. This was a scene at Smoky Bones, a popular restaurant right outside Cross Creek Mall. WRAL's breaking news tracker was there. Police responded and found a gunshot victim in the parking lot. The victim died at the hospital. Anyone with information should call police.
This is Brian Schrader in the WRAL Live Center, and all new tonight here on WRAL. Police in Asheboro say that the man behind those popular "Thank You Jesus" signs had child sexual abuse material in his possession. This is Lucas Hunt, 25 years old. Police say they got a cyber tip last month, and they say that he had a video of 2 underage girls performing a sexual act. He is charged with second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. Now, when he was a teenager back in 2016, he popularized those "Thank You Jesus" signs from his home in Randolph County. Tonight, he is in the Randolph County Jail on a $75,000 bond.
All right, thank you, Brian. Success and challenges. The Wake County School Superintendent gave his State of the Schools address tonight. WRAL's Aaron Thomas was there, and he joins us live from Southeast Raleigh High School with the superintendent's message. Aaron?
Yeah, Superintendent Taylor, he spoke for about an hour here at Southeast Raleigh High School this evening. He wasted no time talking about the achievements, including this school district being back to pre-pandemic levels when it comes to some of those state exam scores. Additionally, he touched on some of the changes to the school district if there's changes on the federal level.
There's a saying, I can show you better than I can tell you. Wake Superintendent Robert Taylor making a statement with the use of academic and artistic talents from students to demonstrate the strength of Wake County schools. During his State of the School speech, he introduced a new student-centered learning model: see me, challenge me, engage me, and know me.
The individual approach is aimed at meeting students where they are, whether they need to catch up or whether they need to be challenged more.
In addition to this new model, he talked about the resilience and adaptability of students and educators during the COVID-19 pandemic. Other successes include Wake's higher enrollment in advanced courses and career and technical education courses.
What issues matter most to you when it comes to your children's education?
Safety, the state of testing, and sort of the scores of the school as well.
Safety is definitely most important. Of course, make sure that they get the education that they need and deserve.
We spoke with parents before Taylor's speech and afterwards to see if his message resonated with them.
I felt really encouraged that our schools won't be lacking, that he's going to make a commitment to make sure that our students get what they need education-wise, regardless of what's going on.
And Taylor did address the threat of changes on the federal level, including the possible dismantling of the Department of Education, some of those funding dollars. He did say while Wake Schools plans to follow the law, they want to reduce any changes felt here in the school district. Aaron Thomas, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.